Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So in this session, this will be a short session in which I will be explaining how to use the basic functionality of the Blackboard program. The first step will be to open the link, that's lms.taibauniversity.edu.sa. If I enter on the link, the login page will be opened and there will be Ismul Mustaqdim and username. The username will be the first part of the email ID, the official email ID. That's in my case, my email ID is arishi@toibau.edu.sa, like this. But here I need to use only the first part of this, and before @ and then Kalimatul Marur, the password. They usually, if you have not changed it from the university, they are usually giving it your Iqama number. And then here I have to enter like this, Tasjeel Dukhul, login. And whenever you are getting logged in, there will be this dashboard. In this dashboard, there will be your courses enlisted on your schedule. That's in my case, there is Tahleel Namzaja wa Barmajiyat, Mashru Takharuj, this one, this course. So for example, at this time, I want to give a demo on this Mashru Takharuj. So I have to click on this. I have to select the course, and then here will be Al-Fusul Al-Iftiradiyya Al-Muhadarat. If I click on this, it will take a few seconds to start. So these are the already given sessions for this course. And now if you want to create a new session, you have to create it like this, clicking the button. And there are some basic settings which you have to do is the new session, you can name it anything. Like for example, in my case, it's GP2 session 2. And here will be the guest role as a participant, as a presenter, or as a moderator. So in my case, I will be selecting the presenter. And event details will be the start date and time. By default, the current date, the current system date, and the current start time, time of the system will be given in this box. And there are some options you can select. If you have the end of this session, the fixed session, then you can select here the time of the end time of this session and the date. And if there is nothing like ending, if it's open session, no time limit, so you can select no end. And if you want to repeat the session, you can click on the repeat also. And similarly, there is early entry. If you want to make sure that all the students and I will be ready with all technical parameters, so you can select any early entry. So 15 minutes is the lowest one. You can select it, and then you can go down. There are some more settings. So you can allow recording downloads. You can click on anonymized chat message, and you can say the moderator permissions, show profile pictures for the moderator only, or you can uncheck it. Similarly, you can say participants can, the capabilities of participants, they can share audio, they can share video, they can post chat messages, because while giving the lecture, you can while opening the session, while the session is opened, you can send message to your participants and they can send you back the responses. And then you can have the option draw on whiteboard, because there is a whiteboard functionality also. You can share your whiteboard with your students if you want to write with a pen or draw some basic shapes on that. And similarly, you can allow attendees to join the session using a telephone, or you can have private chat with participants. So here are two options where participants can only chat privately with moderators, or moderators supervise all private chat. So in my case, it's not necessary. I will be having an open chat session if anyone wants to message presenter, or maybe presenter wants to message them. So I have to save these settings here. Now this session has been created. I will click on the session and I can click on this join session. It will again take a few seconds. So currently the status is I am the only one who is in the session. You are the only one in the room. Jump in and get started, upload your content and check your audio, like that. So there are the settings. You can check here the number of participants for this session. There are 0 participants in the session. Now whenever students will be logging in for the course, you will be get updated here, and how many students or how many participants are presently in this session. Now we can see one of my students, he joined the session. So here comes, we have 2 attendees and his name is here. This is his profile picture. And the first thing is we can chat with each other. So I can find someone, because now he's trying to join. See, this is Abdullah, and I can chat with everyone, like Assalamu alaikum, are you ready? And here are some options. You can share your audio or you can close it. You can similarly share your video and you can close it, and you can raise your hand, or students, if they are raising the hand, there will be a signal that some student has raised the hand. So you have to open your audio at least, and similarly you can open your video also. So if you are ready adjusting the camera and all these things, you can share this video here with the students and it will come on your corner here. And similarly you can close it anytime. Now I can talk with students. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So the first thing in the lecture you can use is the first step. We can use the BlackBoard or the whiteboard to draw or to write some certain things on the whiteboard. For example, in my case, I am sharing this it's here. I will go again. It's here. Here are attendees and here is the sharing option. This option. So the first thing is in primary content, I can share the blank whiteboard. On this blank whiteboard, I can tell students what we are doing. For example, students, now what I am doing is I am trying to connect a Java program to the MySQL database. So this is my Java end, the front-end application, and this is MySQL. So for that I have to make the connections from the Java program, because I'm not previously we were going directly to MySQL. It's for the students, it's not the part of the Blackboard session, but I am making the audience to understand how to draw these basic shapes and how to write the text, or we can use the pencil to write something or to draw something. So this is how to share this Blackboard with the students. So the students are seeing this Blackboard and they are listening to my voice. So the second step, if I want to share some presentations or my screens to the students. So in my case, for example, now I will show you a demo to share a presentation. So in that case, what I have to do, I have to select whether I want to share whole screen or application window or the Chrome tab. No, in this case, I will, for example, select entire screen and I will press here share. Now afterwards, after this point of time, now if I open any slide or any application, and this screen now is visible to my students, so I can easily display any slides to my students like this. Whatever is on the screen now is viewed by students. Yeah, Abdullah. Nasir, can you see these slides now? Can you read this slide? Component based. What's this? Yes. So this is the slide I am sharing on the Blackboard, and this is being viewed by my students. And similarly, I can, if I have some practical sessions. In my case, for example, I was teaching them the connectivity from NetBeans Java program to MySQL database. So now I will start, and now students will be also listening to this. So I am showing them this program. I was explaining them step by step how to connect with the database. So now Abdullah, so this connection string, you understood how to make this connection, right?
Yes.
And similarly, this is a message if there is no exception, or if it throws no exception, so it will go to this step, and then I am creating a statement. And now I was telling you that, for example, now here I am giving this st.execute this statement I am executing here, and giving insert into employees values 793 Nasir and type like this, these constant strings. And now I can use my scanner class to get my variables and use these variables instead of these constants here. Okay, so